back to Akshata's recipes. Well, today I'm going to be making a very traditional gherkins pickle or Tendli pickle, and it's super simple. It has very few ingredients that we always have in our kitchens, and the end result is simply divine. This goes so well just with some dal and rice and fried fish. You can have it anytime with any meal, and it's very simple to prepare. So let's begin by seeing what we will require for this recipe. Friends, for this recipe I'm going to be using just about 100 grams of Tendli because I don't want to make a very big quantity, but you can just, if you want to double it and use like quarter kilo, so you can just double most of the ingredients. Now the main thing for getting your Tendli pickle really good and perfect is basically you have to buy the Tendli, wash it very well, then you have to cut off the tips, and then you cut each Tendli into 6 pieces, very thin sliced pieces. And then the procedure is that you put a little bit of salt as per the measurements I'll give you in the video, and then you just leave the Tendli aside, mix the salt well with the cut up Tendli, and just keep it aside for at least 2 hours. After you come back after 2 hours, you will see that there's a lot of water that has come out of the Tendli. Sometimes it may not be a lot, but then what you need to do is just take your hands, take a bit of the Tendli and just squeeze that part out, and you will see that there's so much of water coming out of the Tendli. So the part which you squeeze out, just keep it aside and keep doing this procedure till you finish with all of the Tendli. Throw out that water, we're not going to use that water, and again put the Tendli back into the vessel and again squeeze out in the same way, and you'll see that there's still more water coming out. Then the thing is to do is to take a very clean kitchen towel, cotton towel, and just put the Tendli, spread out each of them very well onto the towel, and just keep it out in the sun. If you have sunlight, just keep it out. Just put a thin muslin cloth on the top and let it dry, sun dry for a day or 2. The muslin cloth is kept because you don't want any dirt to come over it, or you don't want insects, or you don't want birds to peck on it. So that's if you have a place to keep it for sun drying. Otherwise, you can just keep it in your kitchen, on your kitchen platform in the same manner. Just keep it out for the entire day or 2 and let it dry out a little bit. Then you will actually get the real crispiness, and the Tendli cooks faster, and it's ideal for this recipe, and that's how the recipe goes. That's how my grandmother used to make it. So that's what dried chillies, we're going to use ginger garlic, we're going to use haldi or turmeric powder, we're going to be using vinegar, we're going to use a little bit of sugar, salt, and some green chilies and some curry leaves. And in our spices, we're going to use a little bit of mustard seeds and a little bit of cumin seeds or jeerem and a little bit of fenugreek seeds or meethi. So this recipe is very simple. It requires a little bit of extra oil because the oil acts as a preservative, and it also enhances the flavor of this pickle. Now, get started, friends. Today's Tendli Pickle. It's the typical traditional Goan recipe handed down to me by my grandmom. I have written many of my grandmom's recipes, as she used to cook them in our home in Goa. When we used to go for vacations, I used to sit by her and watch her making everything and then jot down some of the recipes, which, she used to just go, just eyeball most of it, but then I used to kind of try to measure it and write it down. So I have written quite a few of her recipes, and my tip to you is make it in a lesser quantity. Start off with 100 grams. Don't ever start a recipe like if the recipe, like my grandmother had made it out of 500 grams, but I didn't want to go with such a big quantity because what if it did not turn out well. So always start by making a little, and then when you know that this is the perfect measurements for my pickle, then you can always enhance the quantity and make some more. So if you like today's video, don't forget to give me that big thumbs up. I need those thumbs ups for my channel, and of course I need more subscribers. So please hit the red subscribe button. You might have to take a little bit of effort and log into Google or log into YouTube, but do that for me, guys, and subscribe. And once you subscribe, they'll ask you to click a little bell. Click that bell, because then whenever I put up recipes on my channel, you will get a message for the same. And I have so much to share with all of you. I have so many recipes, new, traditional, vlogs and tips about just general stuff, sharing stuff with you. So you please click that bell, that way you'll get a message that Akshata's put up a recipe or put up a video. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching this video, and I will catch you in my next one sooner than you think. This is Akshata signing off. Bye guys, take care.